kill list and a woman murdered in Minnesota are linked to the deadly UCLA shooting. Police say it is likely Mayerle killed Ashley Hasty in Brooklyn Park before heading to UCLA, where police believe he killed an engineering professor before taking his own life. We have live team coverage on the investigation from Los Angeles and the Twin Cities. We begin with Susan-Elizabeth Littlefield, who has more on the suspect from St. Paul.
Frank, the St. Paul apartment behind me is about 2,000 miles from Los Angeles, but officers believe that that apartment is where a deadly spree began that spanned half of the country. In the middle of the night, police and the bomb squad came to the St. Paul apartment building.
I seen the police and the landlord going inside the building, but I didn't know what was going on.
In the daylight, answers became clear. Mayerle lived here. LAPD officers say the former engineering student killed UCLA professor William Klunk and himself on campus. But that was only part of the story. They say they found a note at the scene from Sakar asking them to check on his cat in his Minnesota home. At his St. Paul home, they found a hit list with Ashley Hasty's name, the woman he married in 2011. Hasty was found in this Brooklyn Park home. Police there got a call from LA to check on her.
They indicated that this was related to the recent UCLA shooting, and they also indicated that the female that lived at this address in Brooklyn Park was on a hit list that they believe was created by the shooter in the UCLA incident.
Officers believe after killing Hasty, he drove to LA, ending his life in yet another as the nation watched. Now, police believe that Sarkar had planned to kill another professor at UCLA too, but he wasn't able to find him on campus. They do think that there were certainly some mental health issues here.
Do we know how long he was living in St. Paul?
Well, apparently he had lived in this apartment behind me for just a few months, but we're told he had been in the Minnesota area since 2013.
All right, Susan-Elizabeth, thank you.
As you just heard, Mayerle and Ashley Hasty were married in 2011. Police have not shared a motive for why she was on that hit list. Jennifer Mayerle joins us now from Brooklyn Park with what she's learned. Jennifer?
And police woke up people here in this neighborhood around 6:30 this morning. They told them there was a serious domestic situation that had happened here, but they were not in danger. We have now learned that the person found inside the home on Pearson Parkway in Brooklyn Park was Ashley Hasty. The U of M medical student was supposed to start her summer session next week. People who live in the neighborhood say they rarely saw her and say they feel like bad neighbors, that they never really got to know her and weren't there to help. Other people spoke to us about the shock of how this all unfolded.
Well, feel for the family. It'd be pretty shocking to hear all that, especially hear the stuff seen yesterday and then find out that your sister or whoever was involved in that.
I guess we hope for each and every day to be safe, because we don't know when any one person is going to take the life of another.
And I just spoke with a family member of Ashley's, and he told me that he knew that Ashley and Mayerle were married. He said that he was around during the beginning of their relationship, but has been absent the past few years at family gatherings. The last time this cousin saw Ashley was at Christmas, and said that Mayerle was not around. He said he was unaware if he was still in her life or if he was, what role he was playing in the recent years. He told me that he was shocked to learn this morning when he was at work the news about his cousin. Said that he had always hoped that she would become a successful doctor and live a long and full life. We are still learning more about Ashley, and as we do, we will continue to bring it to you, Amelia.
All right. Thank you, Jennifer. The other victim, William Klug, was a mechanical engineering professor at the university.
Friends say that he was a dedicated husband and a father of two. Sources tell CBS News that Sakar had a blog post in which he accused the professor of stealing his ideas and stealing computer code. Amy Johnson from our CBS affiliate in Los Angeles is on the UCLA campus with the latest on the investigation. Amy?
Frank, classes are back in session here at UCLA, but that engineering building where the shooting took place is closed. And as you can imagine, students here are still trying to come to grips with what happened here yesterday. Now, that victim was a 39-year-old professor, William Klug, and taught mechanical and aerospace engineering. His colleagues here on campus say he was a kind-hearted soul. Klug leaves behind a wife and two young children. Today, we learned that there was another UCLA professor who was on the suspect's kill list. Earlier, LAPD Chief Charlie Beck spoke about that.
We certainly have talked to that professor on multiple occasions now. Made sure A, to make sure he was safe, B, to make sure he was notified. You know, I won't. I will characterize his response as the fact that he knew this Sarkar had issues with them. I don't think.
Now, the chief says that the other professor who was on that kill list was not on campus yesterday. A vigil is planned here tonight, and UCLA officials tell us that the professor, William Klug, will be mourned at next week's commencement ceremonies. Frank, back to you.
All right, Amy, we appreciate your help today. Thank you. And do stay with WCCO and CBS News for continuing coverage of the UCLA campus shooting and the connection to Minnesota.